Comedy Hype News. I'm Wellington Ojukwu. There are some entertainers that are so undeniably talented, but never seem to get the respect they deserve. Wayne Brady is a clear triple threat. He can act, do improv, sing, and dance. Wayne gained a lot of notoriety after being on Whose Line Is It Anyway, which gave him an opportunity to host several game shows and even his own shows. Some feel like Brady's connection with the mainstream has made him lose touch with his own audiences. Some thought he would be buck dancing for white America the way Terry Crews is now, because he has given white folks more happy endings than a Chinese massage parlor. However, that's not the case. There have been several occasions where Wayne has snapped back at others for calling him out for not being black enough. Brady has addressed this many times. One thing that bothers Wayne the most about these comments is that they seem to come from the whitest people. No one can be harder on black people than black people, and I understand that. We like to claim what's ours. We are a very loyal audience. We like to call people out when we feel they're not being what we want them to be. I get that too. What irks me is when the person who says, "Oh, Wayne Brady isn't black enough for this role," is the 26-year-old white screenwriter. Then, when the creative people cast the blackest dude for the role, it perpetuates that idea. If we just said there are a million ways to be black, that would be amazing. Just think of how much we could get done. Here are the times Wayne Brady snapped back when his blackness was questioned. In 2004, Brady made an appearance on Chappelle's show, which became an instant classic. In the sketch, Brady and Chappelle take a drive through the city where he ends up shooting Donnell Rawlings and pimping a few prostitutes. The sketch would poke fun at Brady's clean persona by exaggerating his lifestyle and personality. The sketch also highlighted Brady's own self-awareness and his own public perception. The sketch inspired many popular catchphrases and lines including, "Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?" The sketch came in response to Paul Mooney's Chappelle Show character Negro Damas saying white people like Wayne Brady because he makes Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X. "We had a blast," he said. I had been a Dave fan long before his sketch comedy show. When Paul Mooney made a joke about me, I was offended. So I spoke with the writers and said, if you're going to make fun of me, it's got to be funnier. We met and wrote the sketch in 2 days, then shot the whole thing in one night in New York. With all of his past accomplishments, Brady has admitted it's a bit frustrating when fans only remember him from the Chappelle sketch. They're like, "Hey man, I love that thing." Well, I'm glad you love that thing, but I have all of this. I know how much I do. The average person sometimes may not know that you've done X, Y, and Z. You see, when many think of Wayne, the first thing that comes to mind is the white people whisperer, hot yoga hiking hummus eater with the hairline that white women love like a brand new Michael Bublé album. Contrary to popular belief, Brady is not one to shy away from his blackness or social injustice. In 2013, Wayne made headlines by saying to the talk show host Bill Maher, "I will beat your ass in public." According to Brady, Maher said that Obama was a real black man and not a Wayne Brady. Wow. Maher was Joe Biden before Biden. Brady would go on to explain that the stereotypical black persona that's popular in movies and TV is not the full range of the black experience. Brady went on to say that the next time he sees Bill Maher, he'll live up to those stereotypes that Maher subjected him to and threatened to beat his ass.
That's not the range of the black experience, but let's say that that's the black dude. So then when I meet you, when I talk to you again, I'll give you that black dude and I will beat your ass in public.
Another one of these moments comes from Whose Line Is It Anyway, in which Wayne's race becomes the joke in a police lineup sketch. They ask someone to point out the person who robbed them, with Colin and Jonathan quietly pointing to Wayne.
Y'all know that's up, right?
This led to him and the show's host, Aisha Tyler, calling out the joke about race.
After systematically devaluing my education and relegating me to certain neighborhoods.
And also preventing you from making any loans for homes or jobs or businesses or getting a...
Brady has also made a number of appearances on The Sway in the Morning and has demonstrated one of his many talents, freestyling.
Talk about my kid, talk about my job, talking about how you gonna hit me, talk about you rob. I'm out but I praise and Allah God.
Brady would participate in a game where he would read a question, then rap the answer. Throughout his career, a common stereotype that Wayne has had to disprove is that black people are not monolithic. We all don't act a certain way. When someone says you're not black enough, they're forcing all black people into one category, and that's what Wayne has dealt with since day one. Despite these accusations, Wayne has continued to be himself, which is what got him where he is today. Wayne Brady, you've always been black enough. There is no measurements or exams for your blackness. We are a culture of many subsets. Just don't Candace Owens, Omarosa, or Terry Crews us, and we good. Stay up to date with the latest news and comedy by subscribing here to our YouTube channel. Follow Comedy Hype across all social media. For Comedy Hype News, I'm Wellington Ojukwu.